Back at you at the property. I wanted to get some before and after action. I started getting into the zone and was like, oh shit. But remember that pecan tree that I started off from my my first farm video? I'm starting to clear around it now. So I didn't want to get too far ahead of myself before I show you guys what I'm doing. I'm already cut down one tree that was right here. Started to cut down this one to clear out all that. But what I'm doing is basically from here where this pecan tree is, clearing out this in here. There's a lot of blackberries, wild blackberries in here, so I'm not going to go any further than this little cluster right here. That stuff right there I'm going to leave. There's blackberries over there, there's muscadimes, there's all kind of good stuff. I'm just going to leave that be. But over in here, this stuff is all going to go down, all into here. This big tree, I wanted to leave it, so going to clear out all around here. See all these blackberries? Probably will leave these for the time being. But all through this shit, this goes straight down to the creek. Now, we'll come over here to where Spencer, my younger brother, is. He's clearing out shit over here. Ooh, leave ferns like these. If you see any of these ferns, bruh, leave those in there.
I'm just getting down some of the smaller trees.
Yeah.
I'm not doing anything about them.
There we go. Now this, see this monster vine? This is called a wait a minute, but this is a big ass wait a minute. This is a stop you in the fucking tracks for a couple of minutes. But that's all gonna be opened up. This over here is the other side of the creek, and the spot over there is where I normally am camping. So we're just clearing out around in here for today. Pretty exciting stuff. I wanted to do a before and after video, Spencer. Well, we don't have much to clear out on this end. You chose the easy. I chose the fucking gnarliest, bushiest, nastiest shit to go and jump into, and you're like, I'm gonna get this easy one. That's my younger brother, Spencer.
Yeah. Hello.
He's my ogre. Yeah, I'm stoked about all these ferns being in here though. So, what we got, now we're down here to the creek. Now this is going to be raised up quite a bit, probably about 4 or 5 feet. That water's probably going to go to this edge. So what we're doing today is clearing out everything along this bank and along this spot. So where I just showed you at is going to essentially be cleared in the next video. And we're going to take it all the way down here to this creek. And I am going to essentially build the dam for the electrical, free electricity, right down here. So this is going to bring all this up. So this right here will be a little bit underwater. We'll be able to stand right there in probably ankle deep water, but you can see that all in there is going to be fairly deep. Fairly deep. All this in here is going to be full of water. Ooh, that's a good anthill right there. Are you fire ants or are you black ants? Nope, you're definitely fire ants. Fuck you guys. You're going down! There's a critter hole. He's long been excavated out of that hole, it looks like, though, but yeah, those are Jack Aycock's ants, huh? He might be living over there, though. At least if a critter comes out after me, I'm gonna have that shit on video. That'll be fun and exciting. But all this over here will essentially be underwater. So he'll be able to walk across there, but I'm gonna have this probably at least 2 or 3 foot up in here. With water, be able to have fun in that muck. Have some country. I always tell people I am the comfortable medium in between hippie and redneck. Ooh, Spencer, we got a big ass fat lighter chunk right here. I think your extra 100 pounds on me will be able to work that thing out of there eventually, huh?
Yeah, probably so.
Cool. So, this thing right here is what you're looking for when you want to start fires. Now it's wet as a motherfucker out here right now because in the south we've been getting lots of storms. But what you're looking for is these stumps. They are essentially old pine stumps, okay? Now when you break a chunk off of there, see here how it's got that orange golden tint to it? It smells just like pine saw. So if you're cleaning your bathroom floors with pine saw, that's what you want to break off and you want to smell. This right here will light instantly. Let me see if I've got a lighter in my pocket, like I generally will keep when I'm out of doors. And I will show you a little bit of what this can do. So this is a stump that I just found in the wet ass forest. See how it just lights up like that? Now what you want to do is hold it upside down a little bit. That way you can catch it real nice and good. But that right there is what is going to start your fires. So when you're walking around and you see something of this nature sitting out there, probably stub your toe on it even, because God is trying desperately to say, hey stupid, I want you to live. Here's something to live by. This right here is magic. Fat lighter, pine knot. It's been called a variety of things, but it's all the same shit. You can even use it as a torch if you're lost in the woods. So see how that thing continues to go? If you hold it up like that, it will go. How long do you guess this right here will go if you leave it up like that as a torch style? A couple hours at least, huh?
Yeah, probably.
Just let it burn like a candle? Yeah, I would think so.
It really depends on how much oil and shit it has.
Yeah, it really does. This is a pretty good stump. That hadn't been there at least 20 years. So see there? There's your yard candles too, guys. Keep that in mind. Pine knots.
That's nice.
Yeah. It probably even does a good job of keeping mosquitoes away. I know when you put a big ass pine knot on the fire, all that smoke scares them away pretty good. So this all in here looks like it may be still a home to some kind of critter. I'll put you down in there. Woo! Do you hear any growling? Dude, there's a for real critter hole over here, Spencer. Be careful, it may be a beaver. Or maybe just a raccoon. So this isn't too bad. All this stuff needs to be cleared out over in here. But you can start just like I did, step on that shit. Being a larger individual definitely helps matters. I'm about mid-size, so it's not like I can't get the job done, but woo! That's how you do it. So all that's gonna come down, and all this is pretty clear. Damn, Spencer, we're gonna be able to get this pretty easy. This is all clear in here. So all these big major trees, gonna leave be, but all this fucking bullshit, see in here, this is ideal. This is what I'm looking for. I want stuff like this. All that in there. Well, I mean, Waffles is gonna avoid trying to even fucking go through that, dude. So I want to try to knock down that and anything along this bank that may resemble that. This stuff right here is okay, but stuff right on the bank where I can see, this is all going to be rose up to about right here. This is going to be the new bank. So see where the water line used to be in here? So this all right here where I'm at is underwater, essentially. So the water line is going to come just like this. And you can see it's got quite a bit to fucking raise. Right there to where Waffles is, to right here. That's what, 1, 2. It's about 4 or 5 feet. So what I want to do is clear out along this edge and try to make it a little bit nicer in here. Now, right in here is where I am looking at building this dam. So from here across, and then right over here, looks like there's some pretty good movement of critters coming through there. We got a nice open spot over there where it can eventually open that clearing up, and then still keep this all thick in here to where you can be out there and not really see. Now this, if I'm not mistaken, goes right around this turn. These right here are soon to be muscadine grates. See those? Those are what you look for. This is a muscadine plant, and when you're planting muscadines, there are male and female varieties. See this big ass thing right here? This is a muscadine. Fucking see right there? Those are grapes coming right off of them, right off of her. When you're out in the wilderness, that's what you want to look for. If you're hella thirsty and you don't trust this water source, I promise you, if you cut a chunk of this, you know, over in here, see like this guy right here, cut that off, it's gonna drip, drip, drip like a motherfucker. You can stick your canteen under there and get all kind of drink. This is also stuff you want to look for when you're doing your food forest. All these mushrooms and fungus around is ideal. You want to try to get some of this kind of soil, essentially inoculate the soil that you're working with. Yeah, that dam I want to get before I get to this. So this is a nice little turnabout. I might be inclined to build my dam in between there, because imagine when strong rushes of water come through here. It's gonna have a natural break coming around here before it hits the dam. That way the full force of the water isn't right on the dam, which is cool. Let's get some more cool fungus in there. And if the water actually was, if I put the dam in here, if it was super gnarly, the water can come right along here. And maybe that's what I'll do. That'll make more work for us. All this needs to be cleared out, but this would be a nice little spot. It's actually higher, so it'd be a cool little spot to have the camp on. Right here by these, I mean, this is, look at the size of this fucking muscadine grapevine, you guys. There's no way I'm gonna harm this bad boy. This thing is for reals a beautiful and amazing muscadine grapevine. The size of my fucking fist. This thing is amazing. Oh man, I think I found some red ants. I did. I don't know how I always find them, but I sure found some. I gotta get on the move because they're all over me. Damn it, you bastardos. I curse the fucker who invented red ants. If this land really was seeded by the Pleiadian races, fuck you guys for putting red ants on here. You guys suck for that shit. You probably did it just to fuck with me. Yeah, you Pleiadians, fuckers, put red ants here. Fucking pricks. Alright. So, evidently I need to do a better job of watching where I'm going. It's probably why those things are here. But they just ate my ass alive! Well, that's the end of this video. I'm gonna go and finish picking up red ants off of my fucking legs now. But you guys saw it before and after. I mean, this is... Oh, look at that gorgeous tree. That one also is gonna stay there. That's a big ass oak tree. I fucking love that tree. All this stuff in here is gonna get cleaned up. Especially those red ants. All red ants must die off of this here property. If they fucking are here over the next year, promise you, those motherfuckers are going down. Peace out. Love you guys. Here at the farm, doing a little bit of work. I made a quick video of what I was doing yesterday and clearing this stuff out over here. So, wanted to show you essentially what I was able to have done yesterday. Today I'm a bit pooped. I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm kind of sore. So, I am just taking it easy today. Just got done with my napping and my eating. There we go. I'm trying to watch where I'm walking in here. So, cleared out around that tree all of the big stuff, and then all in here was able to clear out this path. That way can just ride the tractor down here, bush hog all this, and then bush hog through there. And that over there probably I'm just gonna leave here. That way, have some thick shit back over there, but I still have my walkway and can still get over to my swimming hole. So all this will essentially be flooded out momentarily by the end of the summer. Actually even cleared that big ass log out of the way. My brother and I moved it over there. That way that wasn't something to stub my foot on or what have you. But eventually, yeah, all this is going to be filled back in. So I wanted to kind of clear out around here before I flooded it back out. Now I still have a little bit of work to do yet down here. As you guys see, this is all cleared out now. Tried to throw some of those in there to kind of help fill in this hole. There's a big old hole probably from an old dead tree, and cleared off this bank for the most part. Still have a few more trees to move out, but wanted this in here to be cleared out before I flood it out. Now I am going to bring my dam, I believe, right around this corner here. You know what? Okay, I'm just going to walk in the water. Just take my sandals off. Bada bang. Alright, so I'm going to take you. All this is going to be under the water. Be filled back up to about here. And you can see right here where this water's edge line is, or water's line. So all this will be underwater. I'll be up to about, I don't know, maybe chest deep at this stage. That's what it used to be at. Oop. What I'm gonna do is put that dam over in here. That way I've got some pretty good bankage to come across, but that water's got to flow around this way, and it'll crash more into this than, say, if I put the dam there. Then all the weight of a storm surge will hit the dam, opposed to hitting, say, over in here and then curling around. And if it gets too bad, what I can do, there's a little dig out right here, can actually make it go around. There's even one over there sliding around. Ooh, I see something red over here. I want to go and investigate what this red stuff is. Oh, maybe some blackberries. Yeah, that's what that is, blackberries. But yeah, see over here, all this is where the old creek, or beaver pond, it actually overflowed and would come out this way. So I'm going to incorporate that into the dam. Yeah, those are blackberries. Come on, buddy. There's Waffles. He's doing his thing too. I am not full of piss and vinegar today, guys. I am tired. I am wore out. I am fucking over it. That is for sure. I'm trying to get a good idea on where. Okay, I can probably locate that tree. So what I'm going to do is find that tree on the other side, because just over there is where the field is. So it looks like there's a cut off of the top of there. I'm going to go around the other side. And what I'm thinking about doing is clearing a path from here also down to this point. And then at that stage, I think, is all of the clearing that I'll do as far as these woods. Everything else I'll let stay indigenous, if you will. But I wanted to have it cleared around my watering hole and right here where the dam is going to be. You see, this is pretty fast moving water. See that leaf? Bam. It's moving. This water is moving. This is what, 9 Mile Brook? 9 Mile something or other. 9 Mile Branch, that's what it's called. So this is actually 9 Mile Branch that I'm standing in. It leads all the way to the Flint River. Oh, let me put my sandals back on. And I will show you a quick rundown of the trees I had planted that I showed you on video number 1. Some of them are looking pretty good. I lost a couple of my newer nut plants and another one of the muscadine vines. That's all thorns in there. Watch that stuff, Waffles. That's ouch. That's ouch, Waffles. Can't wait to get all these thorny nasties the hell out of here. Whoop. I kind of got my leg and my feet yesterday with these thorns. Found a couple of red ants. Oh, as a matter of fact, I even got that on video. I'm fairly confident in. I think I ended the last video, which will probably all be tied into this one after I found those. So this is where I started the last video. We'll go ahead and just walk through real quick. Here's my first jujube. There's the jujubes over here. This is the pawpaws. Pawpaw's starting to come to life and do his thing. You can see the one right there is doing their thing. Almond tree right here. Yeah, that almond tree is coming to life, doing what it needs to do. This pawpaw is looking good. That almond over there looks like it's seen better days. Now this summit looks like it's gone. It had died on me, so that's a bummer. I'll have to replace it. Yeah, see, there's still some green on it. There may be some hope left still for this thing, but I don't know, it's looking pretty sad. Plus side, there's a comfrey plant going to town right there. We've got muscadine, 15 1-1. I had some aphids on here. See these aphids? And some red ants. So aphids are essentially like milk cows for aphids, or for ants. And the ants will actually herd them around. But see how this is already doing quite well? You're already getting good vines off of here. You even got a couple little flowers starting to shoot out. That's 15 1-1. That one is doing beautifully well. I'm in love with that one. Another pawpaw. Another 15 1-1. That one had died, so I'm gonna have to replace the two that had died. That one's doing awesome. One thing I did yesterday is I caught up a couple of ladybugs and I stuck them on here to try to get rid of some of these aphids. That's one thing you need to keep in mind with your ladybugs around. So this right here is the chestnut. It's doing quite well. Got another muscadine. He's doing good. Same thing with this guy over here. It's doing awesome. Another chestnut. Chestnut is doing sick. Love it. And here's the black locust. It's doing lovely. Got the fern right next to it. Cool beans. Another pawpaw. So I have enough pawpaws where I should have a pretty decent variety, because all of those are seedling pawpaws. And what I'm likely to do is graft different varieties on these ones that I've planted. This is my first tree, the English Carpathian walnut. Stay out of those ants, Waffles. Come on, buddy. That's a pecan. Another English Carpathian. Another pecan. Out there's the English Carpathian, and on the other side, the English Carpathian. You got one more English Carpathian right there. And then one right here. That is, this one's another pecan. Pecan. This is a pawpaw. Get back over here, come. Now. This one over here is, oh, that's a chestnut. Or, yeah, that's a chestnut. That's a black locust right there. So this guy right here is a black locust, looking good, looking good. So here's a fig plant. I just planted it yesterday. I think it's gonna do okay. This new leaf doesn't look too sad. Obviously, when you plant these figs, their leaves are going to get a little droopy, which is not terrible. Now back over here to the almonds. So you got an almond. That's that good almond we just saw. There's a good one. That one over there, he's looking a little sad. Another little pawpaw. Got that pawpaw set up. So that's a quick rundown on what we got going on there. And the only thing new is that fig plant that I planted yesterday. Not really going to be planting anything else this year, except for maybe some seeds and such. I planted peas along in these trees to kind of trellis up the tree, and also kind of help add some green manure and some nitrogen to the soil. Now, this is the jujube I want to show you guys. See this right here? These are all the flowers. Now, if you look in there, there's little sugar ants in there sucking down the pollen. See those guys? It's pretty nifty. Little tiny ants, little tiny flowers. That is what will turn into the fruits. So if you see, there's going to be an ass load of fruits potentially on this tree. This is another beautiful thing. All of these mushrooms, obviously they're not for use. They're just for making the soil healthy. I am very stoked that we've got some good mushroom activities around these here trees. This is a nice apple. Here's a bush cherry. Yep, another jujube, another bush cherry, an apple. It's a service berry. And that's another jujube. Now you guys saw all this stuff the last time. It's looking pretty lively. You can see it coming to town. That's the service berry. It's another ooh, my stick broke. Another jujube. And as you see, this thing's tall as fuck. I'm not going to show you all those goodies. We looked all into that. But they're doing well. God bless America. Keep finding these freaking red ants. Oh, fucking hate them, dude. I don't even have the energy to get pissed off right now. Whew. Had to cut down hella trees and pull hella vines and do all kinds of shit. So, yeah, I'm not... you can see the pecan tree. There's a big one right there and one right there that I had planted. Get off of me, you little bastards. I hate fire ants. Hate them. Alright, so wanted to show you these, then I'll get back. You know what? Let me show you the aronia berries, because I didn't even get the aronia berries on the last one. Remember watching that video, I was like, damn, I just skipped over the aronia berries. Didn't even show you guys that. But these are aronia berries. I got four of those guys. Aronia berry. This one right here. Another aronia berry. Now these are little fruits. Aronias are actually a superfood, kind of like goji berries and those antioxidants, special berries. The aronia berries are right up there in it. So that's one. And this is one right here. I got 4 aronia berries on the farm right now. We'll probably shoot that up. Whoops. Here's of course camp. Got the blueberries. Now this is that fruit salad tree that I was showing you guys in the pond, or in the stream the last time. It's got the 4 different varieties on it. There's me trying to charge my phone. Looks like I'm still pointing in the right direction. You know, there's only a couple little sun rays coming through there charging my phone though, so that's a bummer. But yeah, this guy right here is the stone fruit tree. I've got 4 of those, and let's see, I'll show you real quick what we got here. We got the Independence nectarine. So this branch here is a nectarine. The fruit, or the stock, root stock, is a Lavelle peach. And then this little tiny one here, which it is alive, you can see the little leaves coming off of there, that's a gold dust peach. And you have an apricot. So this branch right here is apricots. This branch right here is plums. And then this branch right here is a peach. So you have a plum, you have a peach, you have an apricot, you have a nectarine, and then you have another peach right here, and then a third peach, whatever the rootstock is, the Lavelle. So you actually have 3 peaches, a plum, a nectarine, and a apricot, all on those one tree. It's pretty exciting if you ask me. Now I also have same kind of similar setup. This guy right here is a pear tree with different varieties. So this branch here is one variety, the Bartlett, and then this branch here is the añejo, and then this one here is the red Bartlett. Okay, and then this branch here is the Seckel. So you actually have 4 varieties on that one pear tree, including the rootstock, or not including the rootstock. So there's 5 total. This right here is another stone fruit tree. Now you have another pair right here. And then I've got a few plums. So this guy right here is the plum tree. I've got one there and one on the other side as well. And the cool thing about these is you've got a French prune. This little stick right here is that one. Okay, you got the Toka plum, which is this branch here, which is actually a pretty significant one. Then you've got the Burbank plum, which is this branch here. And then you got the French prune. No, I already said the French prune. What's this one? The beauty plum. So you've got all those different plums on one tree. It's pretty sweet. Those are probably the coolest trees out here, in my opinion, these combination trees. So I keep them over here with my pomegranates over in the corner, hopefully away from any deers to molest them. Waffles is over there holding down the fort. Oh, say hey, Waffles. Shake. Shake. Yeah, you're tired too, aren't you? Let's go take a nap. Come on, Waffles. Well, I think I'm gonna break out a movie on the Subaru because I can open the hatch up and lay in my hammock and watch the TV from there. It's a pretty fun setup. I checked that out last night, as a matter of fact. So I'll show you my setup here real quick. You know, it's been rainy, so I've got the tarp, and I also have the latch down. I was dicking around in here. I had to lay this piece down so I could see back in there, but you see Waffles is laying down in here, and then I had the TV screen there when I was watching last night from my hammock, so that was pretty fun. I enjoyed that. I was watching Vikings, as a matter of fact. I love that show. So still have to burn some of this yet. Burned a good bit of it, but it was all wet last night. I mean, it rained, so I actually had a pretty fun time trying to light that thing on fire. But check this out. This right here is an old washing machine tub. It's my grandma's old washing machine tub that ended up making its way out into the woods over there years back. Now, it's all porcelain, so it hasn't rusted. It actually is in still solid shape. Now, what I'm going to do with this, because there's an inner tub, you've got airflow that goes around. So I could actually throw my wood in there and what have you, and hook a little fan up to this. See how this has got a hole and you got your inner tub in there? Essentially, you can have a little tube, have a little bellows, or just a little electric fan, and have a rocket stove, essentially. That's what I'm going to turn this thing into. I'm going to turn that shit into a rocket stove. So an old school washing machine that I just found in the woods, going to turn into an old rocket stove. Now this right here, I have aspirations to turn into a table. If I cut the top of this off and then cut a square out of here, I can actually set it on top of here and have a nice table, and then also have a place to hang stuff from. So that's what I'm going to do with this. Have my table, and then have my pot, my Dutch oven. I've got a little groove in here where I can hang it there, and have one up there, have something hanging if I need to. That way I can, when I'm out here camp cooking, have a little bit more utility, if you will. So all this guy is cleared out in here. Look, that's a wait a minute. So this is new. This is what those big ass vines that are like super thorn vines, similar to these, going all the way up. These are muscadines here, but yeah, all those are muscadines. This is called a wait a minute. That's not the technical term, obviously, but because it is new, see these gnarly ass spikes? They're still soft. They're not hard yet, so I can just break this thing off. Yeah, the water coming out of it's not very tasty. I didn't expect it to be. But that is stuff you want to eliminate because it will turn into gnarly ass thorny bushes down the road. Let's see if I can find one for you. Show you guys what that turns into. These guys right here. See this shit? Now this is hard. This is after it dries. So this one is still growing yet. So these are soft. So I can touch these. But this one right here, this motherfucker is dried as hard as a rock and it will fuck your shit up. It will fuck your shit up indeed, I'm telling you. But you know what? I'm gonna jump in my stream over here, rejuvenate, and then I reckon I'll go ahead and get to relaxing. But I wanted to make sure I at least got a video of this trip a little bit, because I don't know if I'm going to be able to turn the camera on or not before I go. I'm likely to be leaving this evening, that way I have tomorrow, Monday, Memorial Day, just to chill out at the house and do a couple things around there before I got to go back to work next week. Oh, excuse me. But yeah, I was able to accomplish what I needed to. The weather was able to cooperate with me, and it's absolutely gorgeous today. It's only like 80 degrees. It's nice and cool. It's not super hot and humid. Yesterday was pretty hot and humid, and I mean, you could actually see the moisture in the air. It's crazy talk. But I love you guys. I'm gonna peace out. See you on the next video. Later.